Jags, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier Stadium, Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today is the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're defensive player, you never shoot a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Quiddy Pay has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush.
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after right out of the gate.
So 2nd and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be really short of what he needed. That'll get him 8 that time. And it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clearance. You get your receiver coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stopped him well short.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the right hash, that's from an even 40 yards out. Boswell's kick is good, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes. So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
Throwing to start the drive, Robinson. And this one is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decided whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Finding space at the 40. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and then his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And to throw again is Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
They'll go option to the short side. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Now Lawrence going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now and get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, with 3 weeks left, they are in one of those 3 wild card spots, Charles, but that spot is not clinched, and there's not a ton of breathing room for them, so the bottom line, they just need to focus on winning right now.
Yeah, they totally have their eyes open, don't they? They know they've got teams trying to run them down. They can hear their footsteps. The question coaches ask guys in the locker room, do you have another gear left to pull away and lock in that playoff spot? If so, let's hit it.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 23 carries, 76 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert by 20 there on 3rd and 1. The Colts hit 10 and 4 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On 1st and 10, Robinson. Over the middle, it's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Robinson looking to throw on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early in the first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Again to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from taking the lead. And when they called that play, I'm not sure they expected it to go all the way to the end zone. Nice little reward, though.
Without a doubt, and sometimes I think the offensive line gets a little bit more inspiration when they know that guy's going to get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. They want to reward him for all that good blocking he does as well.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming down and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Oh, Japan
on
won.
first down, Lawrence. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Lawrence will throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. This time, you have no chance there on this time.
If you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And then off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. He returns that punt 73 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to them.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. It's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take him back, and he did so there. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Last series for a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. To throw is Robinson. Throwing to start the drive. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Robinson. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the give, this is their fullback. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Jaguars back with it on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now an option play on 2nd down. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's where we turn to your line and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Robinson hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Still 1st down.
Looking to throw. Robinson. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Robinson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Lawrence. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Lawrence to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Lawrence. And that falls to the ground. Incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
This first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They can use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. The Colts set to take over here offensively. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Indy. 68 yards. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st-and-goal situation. They'll run here with Taylor. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since. And now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Mo Alley-Cox. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive, because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself not just so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Lawrence. That's complete to his tight end, Farrell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive, and also give him a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Wiggins, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From just shy of midfield, Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talked often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. With a tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And it's incomplete.
Now you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Indy offense ready to go once again, and we'll get another look at Alec Pierce. He's been really good in the yardage category, yet to hit the end zone, however.
A minor blemish against him right now because the work he's doing catching the ball, in some ways he's helping serve as good ball control because the big plays that he's making have really helped out his team.
Absolutely. They're winning on the scoreboard here in quarter number 2. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Robinson now to throw on 3rd down. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now we give to Taylor, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. to throw. Robinson, man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll put this down to the 42-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Robinson. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Teams winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. Touchdown Colts. Cox with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are able to add on to their first half lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play that made it a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. On first and 10, it's Lawrence. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. To throw once more on second and 10. Lawrence. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So we're at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Texans who are out in front. The Texans looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, let's head to New Jersey. The Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. And in that one is the visiting Dolphins, who are out in front. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And that game is tied as they take on the visiting Tennessee Titans. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half. All right, Coach.